Berkshire Hathaway Home Services sales executives for our video message of the week. All right, today is a very fun message, and I think it's a very powerful message. And it's entitled, Living a Lifestyle of Abundance versus Scarcity. Now, when I talk to sales executives, sometimes I'll hear, oh no, I live in a mindset of abundance. But in reality, many times, there's a lot further an individual can go. And I hope what I cover today will give you some characteristics and some insight so you can expand this concept of living a full lifestyle of abundance. Let's get started. All right, so first, as always, if we're going to live a lifestyle of abundance, it starts with the way we think. And this first concept is very important. When you live a lifestyle of abundance, you choose not to sweat the small stuff. See, you understand this concept that if I'm coming from abundance, no one can take anything that I have. I'm going to succeed and grow and learn and go on regardless. So I'm not going to sweat the small stuff. Listen, stuff's going to happen. I'm going to have to work through it, but I'm living in abundance. So guess what? Someone else's issue isn't my issue. I'm going to solve the challenge, get the transaction closed, and move on. I choose not to sweat the small stuff. Secondly, is an individual coming from abundance chooses growth versus stagnation. They choose to grow, and that's in all aspects. Growth in their learning, growth in their mindset, growth in production, growth in income. You're always looking to get better and grow as an individual, grow as a person instead of staying stagnant. Some specific activities that I'll show you is participating. Filling your mind with great information, reading books, listening to tapes on a consistent basis. Not, I've read a book, but the whole concept is I'm constantly filling myself with new quality information and I'm participating and basically hanging around productive mindsets all the time because guess what? I'm always fighting to grow. And because I come from abundance, I know that growth never ends. It continues on an ongoing basis. Someone coming from abundance chooses investing versus cutting back. You choose to invest in life and invest in your business. You know, in our industry overall, sometimes I hear, everyone's looking, let's cut back. I shouldn't spend on this. I shouldn't spend on that. Instead of asking a different question, and that is, wait a minute. I'm okay investing, but I want to invest to further my life, to further my career. And remember, when I say invest, you're not only investing money, but you're investing time, you're investing effort, you're investing your thought process. So all this stuff happens. When someone's coming from abundance, they're excited about investing. They're not so worried about cutting back, but they're talking to themselves on an ongoing basis of, I'm investing at all times. Now, one caveat here before I move on to the next one is, I don't want you to over-exaggerate these points. I'm not saying with investing, you don't have to look at your expenses and control your expenses. It's not the point. Your overall mindset is about investing in your business, which supports the growth of your business, which supports the growth of your learning. It's a mindset that drives you in a certain direction versus cutting back and backstepping. And last, but certainly not least, when you're coming from a mindset and a lifestyle of abundance, you choose accomplishment versus fear. So what does that mean? Well, guess what? Fear's a part of all of us, but when you're coming from abundance and you're choosing to accomplish, you know that fear is part of the game, part of the ingredients that's going to be part of you, and you're always looking to accomplish. And you're doing the activities and the efforts to say, look, as fear is part of me, the more I fight to accomplish and learn and get better at all my tasks, the more I'll succeed and my life and my business will grow. Even though fear is part of it, it doesn't mean fear has to shut you down. Living a lifestyle of abundance is truly what it's all about. Have a great week, everybody. We'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.